Yo, what's up everybody? Hope you guys doing great. Hope you guys doing awesome. Hope you guys doing amazing. Hope you guys doing amazing. Today playing some Vampire Fall Origins. I have not posted Vampire Fall Origins in like a week. So today we are back. Today the video is going to be about explaining about all the locations of the Brutals. Of course, the locations are going to be strictly for the wild Brutals. The reason why is because the other type of Brutals, they are just located across the map and you already have them identified, but the wild Brutals are not identified, so that's why we are going to be talking about them. But first I wanna to do with you guys the daily brutal, just because it is our current streak, day 22, which is a lot of days for me actually playing just an open world game. I believe the most I have played an open world game or RPG game, I don't know, whatever you guys want to title this, is about, I don't know, probably like 2 weeks. And this is actually the start of my 4th week in this game. So that's pretty much how much I like the game. You know, this game is pretty amazing, it's pretty cool, covers a lot of areas that no other RPG game has covered, so it's pretty awesome. So right now we are facing the Trapper, guys. The Trapper with over 100k of health, which is crazy. So already done 3 fractures. His armor is 60% less, which is crazy. So let's do a little bit of sharpen here, sharpen there, and let's just strip heavy strike this guy and finish off with a sharpen. So let's freaking do this. How are you guys doing in the daily brutals, guys? Remember, the daily brutals always give bonuses, XP bonuses or XP boost bonuses, and when you finish 7 days in a row, of course 7, 14, 21 and so on, they will give you a lot of money and some pretty good cool dark shards, which is awesome. So it's our turn. We're doing pretty good on the sharpen area, but you know, why not a little bit more? So of course, before we get to discussing all the wild brutal locations, I just wanted quickly to do this just because you guys need to do the daily brutal, guys. It is such a free perk. So as I was saying, you guys need to do the daily brutal. It is just like a free perk. The game just gives you guys. The game just gives you to get some free XP, some free money, and of course some pretty cool items. All the bosses or all the wild daily brutals drop, which is pretty cool. So this guy has barely touched me, which is amazing. We are just doing damage and damage and damage, and of course we just get health back when we attack him, which is crazy, which is amazing. Keep in mind, I am rocking my armor half pristine and half superior, which gives me a pretty cool and good advantage when fighting different type of enemies, as in this one. And I forgot to buff, but it's all good. We killed him. So now that we killed our daily brutal, let's see what he gave us, and let's just start locating the different type of wild brutals. And you might say, you already did all the wild brutals, how are you going to locate them? That's easy. I know all the locations, I'll just tell you guys. I'll just freaking tell you. So we just did the wild brutal, which daily brutal, now we got 50% bonus, which is crazy. So let's start with the first one, the Mother of Wolves, guys. The Mother of Wolves is probably the first wild brutal you will encounter. There we go, again with my freaking stuttering. So the Mother of Wolves, it's located, I would say, around Merit's Lair of Duels, around this area over here. Just do a circle, but of course keep in mind, you guys need to have, or recommended to have, this Demon Call Might Stone, which wild brutals are 100% more likely to find you. The reason why I have 110% is because of my helmet, which I'm going to pop up over here in a second, and I can't find it. Oh, here it is. There we go. The helmet, which gives 10% my bonus. So it's 100%, but because of the helmet, I have 110%, which, you know, kind of makes a difference. So remember, the first one, Mother of Wolves, just keep doing a circle around this area, the Merit Lair of Duels. exact location, I believe it is south of Avan, but you can pretty much encounter him all around this. And keep in mind and remember, all wild brutals, or yeah, exactly, all wild brutals don't have like a specific location. Like you will find him in Secret Meadow. No, that's a lie. You will find him around, like around always. Moving on to the next wild brutal, we have Saxan the Invisible. Now this guy, you can find him in Kamengrad, in the Kamengrad ruins. And when I say Kamengrad ruins, it's literally all around Kamengrad ruins. Well, where all my red freaking arrow is pointing. It's literally all Kamengrad ruins. As I said, no specific location, just around all that area. But inside that area, if that makes sense. Like not around, inside the Kamengrad ruins. So the third one is War Tusk Trio. War Tusk Trio. Now this guy is in a pretty big area, which is called Boarwood. Now Boarwood covers, I believe, all this area I am pointing right now. You will know when you are in Boarwood, as well as the Kamengrad ruins, because it will just pop up in your screen. It will say like entered Boarwood or exit Boarwood, so it's pretty easy to identify if you're within that area or within that range. Moving on with the fourth wild brutal, we got the Rat King. Now the Rat King is in the south. It's a pretty sketchy place. It's called Milwaukee, I don't know. I just know the Rat King is located in those swamps. You see all these swamps in Milwaukee? That's where you find the Rat King. Of course, I will make like an imaginary line right about here. And you will find the Rat King like to the left of that area. I believe this swamp will be good, this one and this one. Just, you know, looking to the east of Milwaukee and you'll definitely find him. But of course, don't go way over here to look for him. Just stay in the swamps. You will find him in like 5 minutes or less, which is pretty dope. Moving on to the fifth one. I don't know how to say this. Lernian? I don't freaking know. But this guy, or this wild brutal, you can find him in the Dreary Mire. As I said, you will know when you are in the Dreary Mire because it will just pop up in your screen. Enter Dreary Mire, exited Dreary Mire. Again, I don't know, sorry about the pronunciation. But definitely you will just find him in here. But remember, always have the Mind Stones popped up. The Mind Stone popped up the Demon Call. And of course, if you have a potion that gives you a Wild Brutal encounter bonus, definitely use it. Because it will be really useful. Or if you want to buy some wings or some helmets that of course boost up your Mind Stone bonuses, definitely do that too. Moving on to the next one, and Iandesia, dude, these names, I apologize. Iandesia's Bane dude, I don't know how to call it, Bane dude. Now, it's pretty easy, of course, ruins of Andesia. But first thing you need to do a couple of things in the ruins, which is go to the south of, let's actually go over there and show you guys personally what you need to do. So I'll be right back in a couple of seconds. Yeah. So right now in the ruins of Andesia, to pop up this boss or make him an encounter, you actually need to go to the south of the ruins of Andesia and you will find a bonfire kind of thing, or a shrine you can say, right around here. And you just, I already did it, so you just stand next to the fire and it will say like light fire or something, and then a little message will say like, you can now, I don't know, it will say something and will definitely tell you then Andesia's Bane is available for an encounter, if you say. So after you do this, just go back up to the ruins of Andesia and he will eventually appear, but specifically in that area. Not to the next, not to the east, not to the south, north, west. Just stay in the ruins and you will definitely find the Bane. So, moving on to the next one, which is Stick Servant. Now, Stick Servant is a pretty cool, a wild brutal. Pretty cool because he's really hard to kill, of course, if you're starting the game. So you will find Stick Servant in Angel Falls Cemetery. You do not need to do anything before, as well as all the other wild brutals. You don't need to do anything before encountering, except for Andicia's Bane. But definitely stick server, you will find him Angel's Fall Cemetery. Just remember what I said earlier. You will know when you are within the area, when it just pops on in your screen. And I believe it is Angel Falls Cemetery between this little line I just marked over there and over here. So you have all this area to cover and where you can find him. And also keep in mind, I already said this, he's not any type of wild brutal that I have mentioned are not in a specific area. For example, Stick Servant, you are not going to find him like here. Or you will not find any video saying that, oh, Stick Servant is more to the south. No, he is just around Angel Falls Cemetery. So that's really important to keep in mind. And for our last one, but not the least one, I believe this is going to be the hardest. Where the freak, oh, there you are. Enigma, guys. Now, Enigma is a pretty tricky boss. For this one, you need to find, I believe, I'm sure you need to find 5 Riddlers of Enigma, which are located throughout the whole map. I can tell you some right now that I remember. I know there's one to the south of Jessedale. I know there's one in the entrance of Angel Falls Cemetery, another one in Dreary Mire. I think there's another one between Avon and Paddock Village Ruins or something like that. But for that, I don't have, I will not show you where they are because I don't know where they are exactly. I just randomly encountered them, and luckily I got them all 5. I got all 5 of them. But if you're starting the game and you're doing mission by mission, you will definitely encounter all 5 Riddlers of Enigma. After you do this, you need to go to East Haven, talk to the Riddle Master, which is located to the east of the Church of East Haven, and he will give you, you can say, I don't know, like a lucky charm or something that will make Enigma appear. Now this boss does not have any particular location of appearing. As I said earlier in the video, just have your Demon Call Might Stone active and he will just spawn anywhere, anytime he wants. You can be in the ruins, in Vampire, in Avon, in Borewood. He will appear wherever he wants. So after you do that, yeah, I believe those are all the wild brutals. After you do that, just go to the brutal, I forgot the name, the brutal catacombs, and just find the hardest boss ever. And then just do it all over again for 1, the bronze, 2, the silver, 3, the gold, and then the epic brutal slayer, which you will fight the god of brutals, which will definitely give you a hard time. So definitely be prepared to fight all these brutals, and hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys learned something. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe, anything you guys want. And I'll catch you all later in the next episode. And as always, stay awesome. Peace.